January, and it was perfect for us, and we didn't want to come back because it was like 70 degrees over there, and here we are walking the beach in our shorts and stuff, and then come back home to a blizzard. I mean, come on.
I know. But the only thing about Florida is it has that crazy humid weather sometimes, and it's like you step outside to go get the mail and you're sweating already,
And this I can agree to. We also went there probably, gosh, I'm trying to think. It's got to be 15 years ago. We went to Orlando to take the kids to Disney. And we went on June 1st. I will never forget this because I swore up and down, backwards and sideways I would never go to Florida in the summer again. I mean, we have humidity in Chicago, but you guys, oh, my Lord, I had to walk around with a $15 spray bottle that I got at Disney and, keep spraying myself because you're right. I mean, the humidity is unbelievable. The kids had fun. They don't realize, and think about humidity, but us as parents, when you're standing there in line for a ride, it's like, oh, my God, hurry up.
No, trust me, I've been there, yes. We've gotten used to it, so... And as soon as it gets a little bit cold, we're like, oh, it's too cold for us Florida people because we're used to the crazy humidity,
Well, you've been to California, so you could see the total difference between coast to coast in weather. I mean, California doesn't have humidity at all, so they have beautiful weather out there all the time.
Definitely, I love California.
Yeah, I know. My kids did too. They're like, Mom, can we move here? Yeah, sure. Get a job, make lots of money, buy your mother a house, and then, yes, we'll move here.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, if you could choose any one destination or a venue to sing at, which one would you choose and why?
Oh, that's so tough. I don't know. I mean, if I could just put on a really, really big concert, like an actual, like, really big concert in Florida, in my hometown, I would love to do that, It's my hometown. I got to give it to them.
Yeah. So you're working on an EP, or is it an album now?
Yeah, it's like a little EP that I'm really trying to focus most people's attention on. And it's just, You in My Life, and then 2 more are coming, Let Go of My Hand and Spotlight. But those are the ones that I did in LA, and those are the ones that I'm really trying to promote right now at the moment.
Yeah, I have listened to You in My Life, and I've actually played it on the show, as well as Let Go of My Hand. And You in My Life features Adam Hicks. Now, is that somebody that you knew before, too, that you worked with?
Well, my producer knew him, and we were just, listening to the song, and he's like, what would be really cool here is a rapping part. And he knew Adam Hicks, so he called him up, asked him if he would be interested, and he was, and he did a little rap for it, and I was really impressed. I was like, wow, this makes this song 10 times better. He's an awesome rapper, and he was actually a former Disney star, and I guess he's also kind of trying to break out of that a little bit and kind of, be his own artist and do, his own thing. So I was really impressed by his rap on the song, so I'm really happy that he was featured on that.
It's unexpected when you're first listening to the song to have him pop in and do that, but I have to say it blends well with the song. It's not just something that kind of stands alone. It blends, so that's always good.
Definitely, yeah. He did a great job.
Is there someone in the music industry that you'd like to work with next?
Like a big dream, like who would I dream with working with?
Yeah. Yeah, either, like behind the scenes, like a music producer or somebody you'd like to do a duet with.
Oh, well, duets, oh my gosh, I can name a list of people. A couple of my favorite artists are Christina Perri, definitely. If I could do a duet with her, that would be a dream. I think she's totally awesome, and her music and her lyrics and her songs are incredible. And I also love Colby Calais. I think she's an awesome artist, and I've been compared. I think some of my music is similar to her music. So.
All right.
And there's another artist called Miko. I don't know if you've heard of her.
I have.
Oh, okay. So yeah, she's really awesome. Maybe a duet with her, and so I really just love the singer-songwriter kind of feel people, and that's mainly a lot of people that I would love to do a duet with.
Well, your music is mainly pop music, but with the one song, with Adam on it, you can cross over, somewhat to the hip-hop area. Are you thinking of doing that, where your music can cross over to different genres, or are you going to stick pretty much with one?
Well, I think my music already jumps a lot to different genres, and it's hard to categorize myself as just an artist of one genre, because I do have music that's like Colby Calais, and I have music that's very indie and very singer-songwriter, and then I love also singing pop music, and then there's also songs that go more towards like R&B, hip-hop. So I just love to sing it all, honestly, and it's hard to put my voice in just one category because I love it all. I love my guitar, but yet I love the pop, so it's hard to say.
Well, you know what? It's good, though, because then you bring yourself many more fans from the different genres that may not have known you otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely.
So it's a good thing to keep doing. When will your EP be released?
Well, I guess it's just basically being released right now, slowly one song after the other. So this is, You and My Life, Let Go of My Hand, and Spotlight is just, those are my EP. Those are my ones that I'm just trying to promote right now and get out there and have people listen to.
Do you have any upcoming gigs?
None at the moment, really. I've been traveling a lot during the summer and, just doing a lot of, traveling to California to get these songs done and just trying to focus a lot on my music. So I haven't really had any gigs recently, anything.
Well, your school will be coming back up, so you got to take some time to have some fun, too.
Yeah, exactly. I had to take some lazy days off.
Exactly. Spend some time with your friends and your boyfriend, because life moves way so fast, let me tell you, and before you know it, you're, married and kids, but I'm sure you'll still be singing at that time.
Hopefully. I'd love to make a living by it.
Yeah, definitely. And I could see it. I know that you're going to go far. And a lot of your music is going to be on mainstream radio, and I just so look forward to turning on the radio in the car and hearing it.
Oh, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And for our listeners, I'd like to let them know that they can follow you on Twitter at Nathalie_FL for Florida, girl. And Nathalie is spelled Nathalie and then _FLGIRL. And be sure to check out her website at NathalieHernandez.com and like her Facebook page at Facebook.com/Nathalie-Hernandez. Also be sure to check out her videos, because there's a lot of amazing videos on there with her singing under her YouTube on Nathalie Hernandez. Once the people can purchase your music, I'm sure it's available on iTunes. Is it available anywhere else?
No, just iTunes. I took down some of my other original songs just because like I said, I really just want to focus on You and My Life, Let Go of My Hand, and Spotlight. But so those ones are going to be available on iTunes. And also, of course, my White Horse song from The Voice, that's managed by The Voice, so that's still up there. And my Battle Round, You Give Me Something, that I did with Aquila from The Voice, that's also still up there. So
great. Well, I'd like you to tell us a little bit of Let Go of My Hand, because I'm going to play those two songs right after I let you go here. so they can get a taste of what you sound like.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for promoting and letting people know. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome. How did Let Go of My Hand come about?
Oh, well, actually, when I was in LA, my producer hooked me up with one of the writers that he knows, and her name was Kara, and she also did a song with Adam Hicks.
Oh.
I think it's called One Life. Yeah, One Life.
Mm-hmm.
And so she came in and we worked on the song together, and she wrote some of the song, and we just wrote that song that day, actually. And, you know, it was just a co-writing experience with her, and I'm really glad I got to meet her because she is an amazing writer. She wrote a lot of the song for Let Go of My Hand, but I did contribute to some of it, but she's an amazing writer. She's written a lot of stuff, and she's kind of got her own thing going on right now and trying to also get herself out there. But that's how that song came about.
Well, when you normally write a song, do you sit down and write the lyrics first, or does the music come to you, or how does it go for you?
Usually for me, when I'm writing with my guitar, I usually think of something on my guitar first, and then, you know, if it's, you know, how I'm feeling, I'll think of something on my guitar, and then I'll think of a little melody, and then slowly the words will just start filling in the parts and just coming together.
That always amazes me as far as writing music, you know, writing songs, because, you know, I can't sit here and think of writing a poem, because I write poems every once in a blue moon. But if I wanted to sit down and just write one, I couldn't. It's just that all of a sudden one day it'll hit me and all the words will come to my head, and I got to hurry up and write it down. Otherwise I'll forget it, you know.
Yeah.
So I give you a lot of kudos for that, because that's well, maybe for you it's easy, you know, since you can write so many songs. It's just in your blood, something you're meant to do.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, like, it's practice, you know. It just, the more you write and the more you learn how your technique is and all that. But I'm the same way. Sometimes, you know, I can't, I can do it, but it's hard for me to write about something specifically or write something for a deadline. Some of my best songs are just when I'm like, you know what, I just feel like playing guitar, and then I start writing something and I'm like, oh wow, this is really cool, and it just comes to me, you know. I'm the same way. And I'm like, oh crap, what was that part that I just said? And then I need to write it down and all that. So
yeah, and I'm sure those deadlines don't help, because it seems that's when you get writer's block.
Yes,
you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you have a bunch of songs written?
Yeah, I'd say I have about maybe a good 15, 10 maybe solid songs that I've written just, you know, by myself on my guitar, you know. So, yeah, I'd say I have a good amount.
Well, then eventually we'll get a full album out of you.
Yes, definitely. I would love to do all my songs and re-record some of them and redo them. But yeah.
Do you remember the first song you ever wrote?
I do, actually. This is actually how I started writing music. Me and my friend were in a community play, and for some reason, at one point in the play, there was a talent show, and I wanted to sing like Under the Sea from The Little Mermaid, but there was something about copyright laws that you couldn't sing anything with words and whatever. So I just got my guitar, so I'm like, oh, that's okay. I'll just write my own song. And
oh my gosh.
Remember, yeah, and I was just a little kid, and I remember I didn't want to write anything about love because I didn't have a boyfriend or anything, so I wrote a song about like just doing your best and just being a good person and, you know, always trying, and it was a hit, and everybody was like, wow, that's such a good song, good job. And then from there I was like, all right, I'll just keep writing more songs. And then I wrote songs about, you know, having a good life and all this stuff. And I remember a while back I actually found the piece of paper with the very first song I wrote on it, just like it was like on a little notebook piece of paper. And I'm like, wait, what is this? Wake up in the morning, what? Try hard, what is this writing? But, yeah.
That's so cute. Don't ever get rid of that. I think that's something that you should always keep, and look back on and see how far you've come since then.
Yeah, definitely. Well, luckily we have it recorded, the song, so